So I just wanted to get on here today, and I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit. And the thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about was why it is that Braap Boyz exists. So I figured since I got some jerseys here to do today, I can just make this kind of a relaxing day. I'll sit here and work, and I'll talk to you guys. So. Before we jump into this, I know that people see that I read off of a piece of paper, and I want to let you know right now, none of this is scripted. All of this stuff is just talking points just to keep me in order. That way, when I am filming and take it to go edit it, that it's a lot easier to edit, and I make sure that I get every point out in every video that I'm trying to film. So, as many of you know, Braap Boyz did not just start this year. I've been doing Braap Boyz for about 6 years now, and it kind of just respawned after some stuff happened. Because when I was younger, I had another YouTube channel, and me and my friend, we did some videos of kind of the same stuff. Yeah, so Braap Boyz didn't even start out as Braap Boyz. It started out as another YouTube channel that I had when I was younger, and it was actually called Rob Alt 31R. If you guys want to look that up, you can see how goofy we were and some of the dumb shit that we used to do. But that's essentially where everything started, where not necessarily my love for dirt bikes started, but the love for kind of creating content, because some of you guys may be a little bit too young to remember this, but YouTube wasn't always around. So when it did come around and I started getting hip to it and using it for music and all the other things that I love, I obviously added dirt bikes right into the mix of those things that I loved and started doing those. So I figured while we were doing these jerseys today, that I would just sit here and talk to you guys, be real with you, and maybe you'll understand a little bit more about why this is even a thing in the first place and why I continue to put my effort and everything into this. So back in 2016, 2017, my friend JT, you guys have seen him on the channel before. He hasn't been on here for a while, but he's pretty much the main person that I started all this stuff with. You know, we like to just film us riding and doing dumb shit. The very first video that we ever released was called Newark's Finest Stunt Team. Bunch of freaking goons riding that blaster around. Same blaster that you guys have seen in any of the most recent videos. Riding that thing around the field, doing wheelies, doing stoppies. Just two 15-year-old kids just kind of living our best life. But that's the problem. Life happens. And life kind of happened for the both of us. He kind of went a separate way, and I kind of got out of riding dirt bikes for a little bit, just because my parents didn't want to afford it, and you know, life, girlfriends, all the stupid drama stuff, it just kind of happened. But time passed, and life happened again. And when that life happened the second time, it brought us to a path where I don't want to say become friends again, because we were always friends throughout all of it, but we definitely did rekindle our friendship, and we spent a lot more time together. And that is exactly the point when Braap Boyz was started. And at that point, it was no longer just me and JT. It was also his sister's husband, Russell, which I'm sure that you guys, if you watch back through the old videos, you'll see Russell on there. We call him Russell Stover. He likes to give us the Braap Boyz update. And that is essentially where Braap Boyz started. It was just the three of us just dicking around, riding wheelies in parking lots, and just having fun. So essentially, when life happened that second time, things kind of just picked up like nothing ever really even happened. We started riding again. We started having our throttle therapy sessions, which back then we didn't even call it that. We just kind of went out and rode. We actually called it the Braap Boyz Classic Mess Around. So if you want to dig through the old archives of this channel and check out the old classic mess arounds, those were some good times, just family and friends and just throttle therapy. So at that point, we pretty much had the same exact thing, but just kind of a different chapter of life, because just like everybody, like we're going through life too. And I'm sure that you've had plenty of different chapters of your life at home. But the thing is after 20 years of knowing JT, he's a real big reason as to why I'd still do this stuff today. Because had life not happened that second time, then I don't think that I would be right here where I'm at right now. Probably not doing all these videos and sitting here talking to this camera all by myself in this shop while I'm doing jerseys for a customer. I definitely wouldn't be here doing this, I don't think. So essentially, on my paper here, it says the evolution. And the evolution of Braap Boyz was always, I pretty much did most of the work. And even before, like when I had the other YouTube channel and stuff, and me and JT was doing that stuff, I did a lot of the work, you know, editing and all that stuff. But he was always there right by my side. I've always just kind of documented life and just kind of put it out there. And I think I'm at a point now where it's getting to become easier to do this and just sit here and talk to the camera and just kind of be the real me with whoever's on the other side, you know, because I feel like the Braap breakdown, like it's very informative, but I feel like sometimes like I'm a robot just talking on there. Whereas right now I just feel like I'm just kind of talking to a friend, and I need to get a little bit better with doing that. But in the end of all of this, Russ and JT both have been behind this camera lens, this exact camera that I'm filming this on right now. And they've captured a lot of good moments. You know, we've had a lot of good riding sessions and just times where we were just messing around and just being the stupid people that we can be. Because for real, I think every man can be pretty stupid sometimes and just do stupid stuff. We're like grown children just because of the stuff that we do. So at the end of the day, I mean, this isn't really technically a solo project, even though like I have put in a lot of the time and everything in this to grow this channel and all that. They are a very big piece as to why Braap Boyz is even a thing now. And I know that JT and Russ, you guys are going to be watching this, and from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you, because for real, without the two of you guys, I probably wouldn't be here. Even though Russell's gay and likes to ride four-wheelers, I still wouldn't be here. So thank you, and I appreciate you guys. And at the end of the day, it might look like I'm just the one uploading here, but this has always been bigger than just me. It's always been bigger than just my hobby or what fuels me, because I know what Twist and Throttles has done for my life and the peace that it's offered me. And I've just tried to give it back to everybody that I can, whether they have motorcycles or four-wheelers or not. Even if at the expense of myself, I just want to be able to give back, because I think that everybody should be able to experience that, especially when they really need it. So I'm going to flip my page, and then I'm going to jump over here and I'm going to get this cut off. That way I can start weeding it while we finish talking about this stuff. That's why my feet are cold. My damn heater turned off. I think I need a new blade on my cutter. It's scoring these rather than cutting them. I don't always look like a noob when I'm doing this, but sometimes I do. So in the past, on the old channel and maybe at the very beginning of this channel, there wasn't a whole lot of wrenching on bikes and stuff in it. It was mainly just riding. But, you know, as I've evolved and again through the life changes and stuff, there's been a period of time since this channel's been started where I don't want to say that we've lost our friendship, me, Russ, and JT, but I mean, we are grown adults and we do have our own lives, and you know, things get busy. There's not always time to go out and ride, or for all of them to just be here messing around and wrenching and stuff. So I mean, it has kind of that portion of it with them being here is, you know, has taken kind of an impact. Also, I think that a big part of that is I don't know if I've said it on this channel before, or if whoever's watching this knows, but Russell and his family moved down to Texas because Russell's job needed him to move down there, and he got a really sweet deal, and I'm proud of him. I'm proud that he's doing what's best for his family, even though it kind of sucks because we've only gotten to ride with him once since he's been moved down there. But at the end of the day, he has to do exactly what's right for his family, and so do we. If that means, you know, not being able to ride with your dudes on the weekends, then that is what it is, and we will always figure out how to make that happen. And hopefully at some point, I'm not even going to say hopefully, at some point, I'll be making a trip down to Texas, and we'll go down there and ride, and we'll put some Braap Boyz edits together of riding in Texas and doing that stuff. This thing got fucked up. That pisses me off. Well, how stupid is that? That's just stupid. Whatever. I'll finish weeding this one. I'll just go get more tomorrow, and I'll just do another one because I just love doing extra work. Anyway, yeah, so eventually I'll make it down to Texas, and we'll do some riding stuff down there with Russell, and hopefully maybe JT can make it work. But again, he has, you know, a life and kids and all that fun stuff, so he's got to do what he's got to do to make sure that everything's taken care of up here, and his job is kind of a all summer thing, so he doesn't get a whole hell of a lot of free time. Sorry, this is the most intricate piece of doing these is my Braap Boyz logo, so it kind of Kind of makes it hard to talk while I'm doing that. Okay, let's see what's next up on here. But at the end of the day, the core of what I'm doing here has never changed. Faces have just come in and out, you know. It sucks, but like I said, it kind of just is what it is, and we will do that riding time whenever we get it, or spend the time with our friends. And there have been a lot of other people on this channel, you know, that have made it, have done multiple videos with us and stuff. People that we call our friends, Rusty and Unk. Patrick, he's been pretty frequent on here recently. So Patrick, I appreciate you, buddy. Ryan, you know, and there's just so many other people, and any of you people that are watching this that have been part of this at one point or another, whether it's just going on a ride or just being in a few clips here and there. I appreciate you guys, because honestly, like, you people are part of my community, you know. So okay, so what's next up on my list is why it exists now. And you know, I think I've touched on a little bit of this stuff, but the reason that it exists now is we're kind of older. We're getting older, you know. I feel like every year I get another year older. Responsibilities are a lot different, you know. Like I said, Russell living in Texas and JT having kids, me having kids, our work styles, like, and what we do for a living. But the thing is we still end up figuring out how to make something happen. That's why I'm doing this whole weekly upload thing, to try to make something happen, you know. Keep the memories, keep the things that we're doing, and keep it relevant. And here soon, hopefully, I can post some clips that Russell's taken while he's been down there in Texas, because he went out and got himself a new camera so that he can start filming his own stuff, and I'm just waiting on him to stop being a lazy ass and send me those clips so that I can edit some of them and put some right here on the Braap Boyz YouTube channel. And maybe I'll I got a lot of old content and stuff that I've saved from the years and stuff, because I mean, I try to save everything that I have. The stuff from the old YouTube channel, from the other one before, like when me and JT were young, I don't really have any of that actually, I don't have any of it. It's all gone. My dad has kind of put a damper on all that stuff, and I can't really ask him for it anymore. So that stuff's gone. But I do have quite a bit of footage and stuff that may have not been used from before, like when we first started doing Braap Boyz. So I'll try to make like a little montage edit dealio at the end of this video. That way you guys can, you know, see the good, you know, the good moments that I got to spend with my friends, and kind of why it is that I am where I'm at now. And one thing that I haven't really touched on a whole lot in this is another big impact as to why Braap Boyz is what it is right now for me, is Route 62, this place right here. If you didn't know, I worked there for about 4.5 years, and then I quit. Some things kind of got tough, and I just felt like it was time for me to kind of exit that. And the owner up there, Jimmy, Route 62 MX Park in Martinsburg, Ohio, he's a fantastic guy. Me and him have had our differences over the years, but I feel like our relationship molded into a spot where it was no longer beneficial to be an employee-boss relationship, and that me and him were just kind of more so meant to be friends. And I've recently expressed that to him as well, and he kind of agreed to. So while it kind of sucks that I don't work there anymore, because honestly, like, out of all of the jobs that I've worked in my lifetime, that was the most fun, even though it was kind of the most gruesome too. At times it was definitely the most fun, and that place is a place that is just overwhelming peace for me. So I'm grateful for all the time that I got to spend up there, and all the people that I got to meet, this kid being one of them, because there's been hundreds, if not thousands, of people that I've met from up there, you know, all the way from pro riders that race the Supercross series to kids who have never even thrown their leg over a dirt bike yet. And I've got to meet a lot of them. I've got to know a lot of them and the families. So to all you people, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys for bringing me these jerseys. I appreciate you guys for watching the content that I make right here on Braap Boyz, and just anything else. Like, I really appreciate it. Even if you're not giving me money, you know, just supporting me in any way that you have is just, it is overwhelmingly appreciated. So I just want you guys to know that. Sorry, my camera cuts off at about 24 minutes. Let me go ahead and cut this stuff in half. This one's junk, so I'm going to have to go get some vinyl tomorrow and fix it. Yeah, check that out. That's what she looks like. Cutting out the white right now. Yeah, so I guess all of what I do now kind of just started out with 2 friends, a camera that my dad bought that was his, and Windows Movie Maker. If you don't know what Windows Movie Maker is, it was a free editing program that came with your Windows PC, and it was very basic. And I can tell you right now, I learned a lot over the years of editing and different programs and all that stuff. But in the end, it was just 2 friends in that cheap editing program. So now it's 3. One of us is 2,000 miles away, and we still talk every day, though. Essentially, I'm just documenting the chapters of my life, and a lot of those chapters just so happen to have those 2 dudes in it, and those 2 dudes are the whole reason why we started Braap Boyz in the first place. So this video I'm not even doing to, I guess, really grow the channel. It's more about the legacy of what it is, the friendships that I've built over the years of doing all this stuff that we've built, me, JT, and Russ. The time that we've got to spend together, and second chances, because we've had a lot of second, third, fourth, and even fifth chances, and we just keep doing it. Yeah, and life just kind of happened, and then life brought him back into this and brought Russell into this, and that's where we are. So I just wanted to get on here and be raw with you guys and just kind of have like a friend-to-friend talk and just sit here and just fill you all in on why it is that Braap Boyz even exists in the first place. And even though it's not on my paper, I could probably talk to you guys a little bit about what I see the future holding for not only this channel, but Braap Boyz as a whole. Because if you guys don't know, I do own a shop here, and I wrench on bikes. I do these jerseys for people. I do all kinds of stuff. Anything that's dirt bike related, I typically do. Even though Russell doesn't like hearing that because he's a quad guy, I do pretty much do all dirt bike things. And I'm just going to continue doing that. I'm going to continue making these videos even if they only get 1 view. I'm going to keep doing what it is that makes me happy. And at the end of the day, what makes me happy is dirt bikes and my 2 best friends. I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to finish up these jerseys and go on about the rest of my day. But I just wanted to stop in here and talk to you guys for a minute and just give you guys some information about what it is that Braap Boyz is and why and how it started. So enjoy this edit. I don't even know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to put together like a little maybe 2-minute edit or so of just all the fun times that we've had over the years and the stupid things that we've done. I'll put that in here, and then we'll sign off. Tell me why you ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that So if you guys enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button so that you can stay tuned for any of the future adventures that me, JT, Russ, or any of the other Braap boys that are on this channel on a regular basis have to offer. Also, please hit that like button because it helps us out more than you could possibly fathom. And if you'd like to support us even further, make sure you head on over to braapboyz.com. Check out that new Who is Braap Boyz page, and that'll give you all of our social media links, as well as my email address if you'd like to contact me about working on your bike or just any of the other things that I offer here at the Braap shop. If you're a content creator as well, also hit up that email address and let me know how it is that you'd like to collab with the Braap boys. Maybe we can go out and hit some trails or something if you're an Ohio-based content creator. And yeah, I guess we'll catch you guys in the next one. Next Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on the Braap Boyz YouTube channel. Later. Also, quick disclaimer. Sorry about last week's video. I didn't realize that my camera was set to auto ISO and it really screwed up my video clips. And I didn't mean for that to happen. So, sorry. Bye.